through a number of wacky circumstances last year, I ended up starring in a short film that I wrote and directed, What a Beautiful Wedding, which is currently running the festival circuit right now. And so that was an instance, the rare instance actually, of me having written something and gotten to star in it. So having that experience of performing a story that I had written, I hadn't had that until last year actually.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
Excited?
Excited.
I'm excited. Look.
It's fine.
I know it's weird.
Yeah.
But you love Josh and Taylor.
It's not about loving them or not loving them.
Okay.
I could love them from home. I do, in fact,
Chase.
love them from home. What?
Nothing. You want to go?
Don't do that.
No, we can go.
It's fine.
I told you you didn't have to come. I said I would stay home with you if you wanted me to.
No, it's fine. We're here anyway. Excited, right?
Excited.
One thing that I enjoy doing as an artist is taking sort of stories and genre things that we are used to, sci-fi tropes, horror tropes, romantic tropes, dramatic elements, and sort of taking them and using them in familiar settings to teach us to talk about things that we don't talk about enough. What a Beautiful Wedding, right? My short film is a horror story. It's a ghost story, but it's a ghost story about how very strange it is that we let people get married on plantations, right? Which is a conversation we never have. It's a conversation that we're just all kind of like, oh yeah, that is weird, and then we all move on from. And I was like, okay, well, what if I just take horror, which is a genre that everyone loves to look at and get immersed in, and use it to start, hey, now can we have this other conversation? Look how weird this is, right? That's what I try and go for as an artist. I've been trying to tell stories for as long as I can actually remember. I laugh, so my parents will tell stories about me as a kid, 3 years old, and I'd have my parents read to me every night. I'd memorize the stories, and then I would go to their parties and take the book and go around to different people and be like, look, I can read. And I would just recite the book verbatim. I've been, trying to tell stories with friends and drawing comic books and coming up with characters and movie ideas since I was in elementary school. And I started getting really serious about it in middle and high school because I got introduced to doing theater. And right now, thanks to this grant, I actually get to focus a lot more on not just what am I writing, but which of those projects is most likely to get a chance to come to life, in a way that I don't always get to, because sometimes either my roles as an actor are keeping me away from sort of that sort of planning, or just not knowing when is the next, I've written, you write all these different ideas and you're like, is anyone gonna hear these? Does anyone want to make them? What is that avenue? So I think the whole point of acting in general and the point of art as a whole is to explain the human condition to an audience. It's my job. My job is to look at the world and say, hey, being a human being is difficult and weird and fun and scary and confusing. It's my job to try and help you understand that. Give that to you in ways that make it easier for you to understand it moving forward. As a writer, as a writer and a director, I think my job is also not just to do all of that, but also to provide opportunity to create worlds and versions of worlds that feature people like me, that feature people who look like me in circumstances that we don't normally get to be seen in. I'm currently working on a screenplay about black vampires. because I can only think of like 3 instances of that ever happening. You know, I learned from incredible people who took a lot of time, and you know, and some of them went way out of their way to help me grow as an artist. And if I can't take the time to then give those skills, give that knowledge to the next generation of artists, then what is the point of any of the stuff that I've done? And also, if we don't, then some of these art forms, like, you know, it seems overdramatic to say that they'll die out. I don't think that, you know, obviously they haven't, but, you know, I like knowing that I get to be a part of making sure that they don't, of ensuring that the next generation is trained, is well trained, is excited, gets the opportunity to see that there is a viable path to like a career, you know, a livable career in the arts from someone who is living a career in the arts and can just tell them about it. Yeah, and you know, I just, it's without a doubt the most fulfilling work I do.